Hey everyone, a third review for today. I don't know if this is actually going to be posted today or not, but seeing as I have taken a long hiatus from reviewing things, and I've gotten a lot of stuff since then, and everything like that, I thought I'd maybe go back or possibly revisit things, even from when before I was making videos. Anyway, this here is a Asus EeePC. This is the 1000HE model. This is not the seashell design, which you may be accustomed to, so it is a little bulky. But I'll give you every angle here. This particular model I picked up for around $200. A little under a year ago, but I've done a couple of things to it. First, as soon as I bought it, I got a 2 GB RAM stick and installed it, which was incredibly painless. The only painful part is you know, updating firmwares and ROMs and things like that, but it's a pretty solid little netbook. This isn't going to replace a laptop. There's no CD drive. There's nothing like that. The performance isn't quite up to laptop standards, but it does what it needs. You need it to do. It plays Netflix movies. With a little tweaking, it'll play some HD video. Extremely portable. Two hands. It's a 10-inch screen. But what I've done since I actually bought it, besides installing the RAM stick, was this comes stock with Windows XP. Now, some of the newer models come with Windows 7. But I had gotten a copy of Windows 7 with a newer computer I got, and even though I was supposed to use it for the computer, I had Ultimate that I had already put on the computer. So by the time my Windows upgrade disc came, and I believe it was Home Premium or something like that, I didn't really have a need for it, so I thought, hey, why not throw it on a laptop? That itself was kind of a painless process. You can use one of Microsoft's tools to create a... Let me fix this camera here. There we go. To create a bootable USB drive, and this will boot from USB when you insert it, and you can set it up to do so. So I put Windows 7 on here. And, you may think it's kind of an underperformer, but it runs it quite well, actually. As you can see, it's starting up. Now, it doesn't start up as fast as, regular laptop or anything like that. But, you have your indicator lights down here. As an overview for the computer, if you decide to buy an outdated netbook, indicator lights are down here. Your typical 2-button mouse pad. This is a multi-touch touchpad. Chiclet style keyboard, which is very nice, and it's not quite a full-size keyboard, but it does the job. Function keys. This comes with something called Hybrid Performance Processor, which basically just lets you, and it sounds pretty nice, for what it is. But it lets you switch kind of the processor clock on the fly, so you can get more performance over battery life. But that's a trade-off you have to have sometimes. But anyway, see, it loads up pretty fast. Now, this screen is only 1024 by 600, so you're not going to get great resolution, but then again, you're not going to be really playing, any high-end games. So for a lot of the things, but video looks phenomenal. But I haven't quite put on any of my lower end games. Anybody that plays PopCap games, there's Plants vs. Zombies, Peggle, you have World of Goo, Puzzle Quest, all those kind of games work on here. But this particular rig seems to be doing kind of fine. Now you have to bear with me, I'm kind of doing this upside down. So if we go in here, control panel, system. Yeah, it takes a little while to boot up. Let me turn it in a second here. I know this is an incredibly exciting video. I know everybody is on the edge of their seat to see how this netbook will run. I forget where it is. Anyway, this gets a 2.1 Windows Index rating. Now the Windows Index rating doesn't mean everything, but that's fairly low. But again, for what this computer is, it runs it quite well. As you can see, I have the rotating backgrounds. Kind of rocking a Thor theme. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know I'm kind of a Thor geek, comic geek in general, but I like Thor. We'll try to start up Chrome. I use Chrome on this because you know, it's not necessarily hugely processor intensive, and it runs kind of smooth. Loading up my iGoogle page here. We will minimize it, if only you can, so you can see what kind of multitasking abilities we have here. Again, just bear with me here. So minimize that. Open a Vlc Media Player. Also recommended. Has all the codecs built in and everything. Pretty much play anything you throw at it. There's that. You got Picasso. I'm kind of a Google nerd too. If you follow me on my Blogger account, which is alfito.blogspot.com, you'll know I'm kind of a devout Googleite now. Now the interesting thing here is that, you know, you can open up another Chrome, and there's that. Now there's a little bit of slowdown, but not much. You're going to kind of get the performance that, you know, you can expect here. It does run Aero. I have a lot of the Aero effects on. If you turn those off, the performance increase I hear is pretty dramatic. But I kind of like the flare. I'm a sucker for that kind of crap. So I got that running. You do have, we'll do that, and we'll do Picasso. Yeah, you can minimize this a little bit. Take the Chrome and you have the lock. Now anybody that's used Windows 7 knows what I'm talking about. I find this to be incredibly helpful, if only for, you know, managing files or multitasking. But, you know, locking, docking to either side of the screen really works out quite well here. Now I have some completely legitimate, of course, comic books on here. Let's see if I can find them. I really should have thought this through, shouldn't I? Yeah, that would have helped. Well, now's a good time as any to show you the search bar. Let me type it in here. Okay, and there you go. Now I have a CD display comic book reader on here. You double click and you get full screen comics. This is what I really kind of use this thing for. Here's Fables. I believe it's issue 1. But you can, I believe, double click. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Double click, change page. Very useful. Exit. But yeah, you get the idea. My incredibly geeky netbook Check it out if you have one. It's definitely worth it. Thanks.